We're space engineers. Let's adjust volume here. So, yeah. Oh, right. Okay, so had some recording issues. What's new there, right? Oh, so we did a little bit of scouting, found a few more resources along the way. Basically, went from our base up over the mountain range that you can see in the background there, and flew over the flatland. So there's actually an I-Core group that showed up over here, and we're going to go over that way, but we ended up with one of the hostiles dangerous encounters spawn not too far away from it, so we're probably going to avoid it for right now because I'm out and about in our big mining ship. Found another silverstone on the way back, and I think it was, I don't know, we can check shortly, but I think we picked up like another 34 or 35k of silver. So what we're doing here is I went through and did a little bit of checking, and pretty much all of the thrusters still have thruster components on them. And so we're going to end up with salvage on those if we take them back. And I'm definitely planning on taking those back. I also want to take, I think we're going to take this whole arm here off. Just basically grind that down. Let me check how much hydrogen I have. Just to make the ship a little easier to deal with. So I'm going to take out some of this miscellaneous stuff. Oh, grid will split if I pull that. So let's get rid of this stuff first. Alright, so most of that should be safe then. Alright, so how far down can we take this? So we can grab that. Grab that. Alright, and then should be able to start taking some of this stuff apart. Actually surprised that didn't say that was going to split the grid. I guess they are actually supported. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Alright, so grab some of this. Alright, so that's
inventory is full. Consider changing game setting.
Figures. Alright, so let's go drop some of this stuff off really quick. Yeah, drop all this off. And I guess I can keep the ammo on me. I've been using a lot of it. Let's see here. Did that stuff fall through? Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. There's a beacon there. Alright, so if we take you out.
Inventory is full. Maybe consider changing game setting.
Yeah, I'm not sure if anything actually fell off of that thruster we were taking apart. It looked like it did, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out once we get to the point where... Oh, look. You are that. And if I take you out... Surprisingly, the grid won't split there. So... that will obviously split the forward and aft portions of the grid. Yeah, so basically what I'm thinking is I'm thinking I'm going to take the ship back. Let's grab... Actually, no. We'll leave you. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll come grab the ship with the hauler, which is what we were talking about doing before. And take it back to the base. I want to strip off things like these thrusters. Mainly because of the fact that that will make it a little bit lighter. But it also gets rid of the fire effects. And we're also going to need to basically retrofit this for hydrogen power. And so this is going to open up areas for us to get the hydrogen thrusters in there. Now, we have that there. This stuff here. Alright, so the only thing really left at this point is the bulk of the interior pieces. Almost out. Alright, almost out of space. Let's go ahead and drop all of this in here. Go ahead and grab a little bit more, and we'll take the other one off. And this should make it pretty easy for the hauler to grab this thing. Okay, so that gets us this stuff. Now we were talking about the recording issues. I wanted to record what we were doing earlier because we got over here like right after sundown or right around sundown in game. And so there was this like thick blanket of fog over all of the over all of the valley here, and we got attacked by zombies. So we had zombies coming at us from the fog. Absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, the recording software crashed. So it was like 5 or 6 minutes of zombie fighting that didn't get recorded. Well. Footage was lost. I won't say it didn't get recorded. Alright, so that gets us here, and I forgot I didn't put lights on this thing. So the only light is off my little headlamp. Oh, let's get these guys going. And we will get that going. I have to say, this ship is really working out well for us. Let's go antenna. There's an ore processing outpost that showed up. And do I just want to go straight there? I think I'm just going to go straight there. We're 10 kilometers away. Oh, and one of the things I found out about the ship, because we had the aeronautics and aerodynamics mod turned on, the ship is not conducive to flying level. So without touching controls, if you notice, I start pitching up. And the faster I go, the more that we run into that situation. Basically air resistance. The ship is a little top heavy. Which is funny because of the fact you would think, with all the mass that we have on this thing, that it would actually either try to stay upright or it would be front heavy. Because we have all of the really heavy stuff up on the front of the ship. Alright, let's see if we can actually get home. I'm using the keyboard to fly before. Let's see if we can get anything with the mouse. But yeah, like I said, as you see, as we get closer to that 60 meters a second-ish, the ship pulls in odd directions, so. Alright. So this should be pretty good. Oh, don't want to turn that on by accident. Oh man. Alright. And we're somewhere over the ridge line here, as you can tell by how fast everything is dropping. Alright. So yeah, it fights us a bit. So I think what we're going to do is probably later this week do another ship build. Something that's a little bit more practical than this. I mean, this thing is awesome, and it has been serving me really good for at least surface gathering. That land got much closer. Hole. Yeah, we almost smacked the surface there. Alright, let's get up like 200 meters or so. Hey, look at that. We're high enough that we can actually get a little bit of natural light now. So we'll go this way and... AS2 bunkhouse. Alright, let's take this out. It's got to be within about 3K. So where is it? I really need to put lights on these things. Alright, so we've got bunkhouse and something else showed up. But I'm not seeing it, so... if we come back with one of the other ships. I-Core Defense Station. Which... if that's there... so I'm guessing there's a bunch of I-Core stuff over there? I don't know. We definitely have things showing up on the... I don't know about on radar, but it's showing up everywhere else, so... okay, so... let's get this thing back to the base. It's actually nice finding so much material. See if we can do this without crashing everything. I don't know, it's like everything with that whole space got real. It makes everything in this game so much darker. Oh man. Alright, so I might be able to get away with this. Make sure... yeah, we should be okay. So let's move over here. Sorry if I get a little distracted. I'm basically trying not to destroy this thing. Should get us pretty close. I was much closer than I thought. Alright. So we'll switch that over. Turn those off. Get you guys turned off. I think that's everything. Oh, and you get set to charge. Alright. And that gets, for the most part, gets that thing sorted. So then we're going to take this back over, go pick up that ship. Where am I going to put it is the question. I might need to wait until the sun comes up. But I'm thinking maybe over here. somewhere. I mean, I could actually move the shuttle out and maybe drop it there. I'm not sure how big it is. I don't remember. I mean, it'd probably fit over here. Not sure. Man, I might actually have to just drop it on the ice over here. Let's see how much. I got plenty of hydrogen. So maybe drop it over here. That wouldn't be very good. That wouldn't be a good place to drop it. We've got a whole bunch of zombies. We're at the base, it's fine. Oh, look. There's a couple of them there. You guys are actually really close, surprisingly. This is what it looks like without the headlamp on. I love the green glow. So the reason I don't use the marksman, use the marksman rifle is it doesn't fire fast enough normally. It is significantly better for targeting, but it has a much slower rate of fire. Where are you going? Oh, hello. Wow. When defense turrets try to kill you. Okay, I don't know which one of you it was that fired, but dude, scared the crap out of me. Oh. Anyway. Alright, so that gets us here, and like I said, I think we'll end up dropping it over here on the ice. See, I'm trying to decide, because what I should do is turn on the show area for the bobs, so I know roughly where I can drop it and not have bobs start cutting it apart. What are you missing? You're missing something. You are missing construction components. Alright. Let's go anyhow. You just crank out like 1,000 of those. It's not like I don't have the iron for it. Okay, so let's go ahead. What I'll do is I'll do a quick cut. We'll get over there. Get the ship latched, or get in position to latch onto. And when we're there and in position, bring it back. And that way you can actually see what's going on. Alright, so let's go ahead and go turn those on. We want that on. We want that switched over. Switch that. There we go. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and head over that way, go pick up the ship, and bring it back. So what I'll do is we'll go ahead and do a quick cut, and I'll bring you back once we're in position to basically try and pick this thing up. Alright, so we'll be right back. And we're back. Alright, so I went ahead, swung around a little bit, and what I'm thinking here is trying to decide what makes the most sense. Because if I grab it from the side, then I have to worry about the thrusters on either side. What I was hoping to be able to do is to have the landing gear. Actually, you know what? We can go center line on the landing gear, because we have that. So we have the landing gear in the middle. So that, make sure the thrusters are clear on either side. Let's see, that should, it's got us pretty much centered on it, I think. Alright, and then if we come forward just a little bit, see if we can, Alright, so that's got us locked in. Now before we try and take off, okay, it looks like thrusters on all sides should be okay. Alright, that means I think this thing might be actually set up as a base, like as a station. Oh, this could be really bad, actually. Yep. Okay, so one of two things is going to happen. Absolutely nothing, or this ship is going to get flung into the air and kill everything. That works too. That would be... everything looks good. Okay. Nothing more difficult or scary than doing a ship salvage recovery run when it's, you know, middle of the night. Alright, so we should be okay. I'm going to try and keep from tipping back too much because I'm not sure. Yeah, you see how we're having trouble maintaining speed? So it looks like anything more than, what is that, 25% or 25 degrees or so, maybe 30 degrees. I don't think that's quite 45 off gravity. Maybe. Might be closer to 30. There are reporting tools that I could use to find out, but that's okay. I'm not overly worried about it. Really just more worried about making sure that we're keeping the ship in the air and away from the ground. So we should be okay, I think. But yeah, having a ship that's actually built somewhat properly, much better controls. I mean, this thing still pulls a little bit, but not nearly the problems that we were having on the other ship. So, alright. So I'm going to get this thing back to base. It's going to be a very slow flight. We're even heavier than we were on the way out. So we're going to do one more quick cut, and we will be right back. And we're back. Alright, so I went down, turned off the bulbs to make sure they weren't going to be overactive. And I think what we're going to do is set this, kind of tempted to set it down over on the landing pad, which I think is what we're going to do. Now, I'm not sure exactly how easy this is going to be to get down there, but hey, we're going to give it a try. Just a little bit. It's too bad this thing doesn't have landing gear on it. But, alright. So try and get this thing as level as possible. guessing that it's going to... Actually, you know what? Let's grab some plates. I'm going to put a landing gear on it. Actually, we're going to put 2 landing gear on it so that it'll stay upright. Here should have, there we go. Hey, look, we've got zombies coming in. That figure. All right. So if we put you there, and look at that, that actually works out pretty well. And you there, yeah? Yeah, okay. Alright, so that'll let us get this thing on the ground and level-ish. And hopefully keep it from destroying everything. Alright, and then with this thing, actually we can go out this way. And I think we're just going to put this beastie down like over here. So the benefit of having this over here is that since it has turrets on it, actually we'll move just a little bit over this way, trying to keep it out of the... There we go. So we can now turn all of that off. Leave that on. Alright, so we've got plenty of power on here so we can get things going the way we need to. But this has made it down safely. And so what we're going to do is I think we're going to do an extended build this week. I think the next 2 days will be basically just retrofitting this, get some hydrogen on there. I want to get the forward and aft sections secure. We'll get a hydrogen tank in the middle here, and then we'll start working on getting everything else up and in shape. Alright, so I think that is going to do it for us for today. I will put some thought into what we're going to do with this beast, because I'm not quite sure how we're going to retro it, but I do think we are going to retro it. So anyway, I am going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy your week, and we will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.